Hey guys, and welcome back to my Warframe Beginners guide. Let's continue on with our story, shall we? And hopefully we can restore some of the ship's functionalities. Okay, so this mission we are going into is called a spy mission. And a spy mission usually has 3 data points, but you only usually have to get 1 or 2. Depending on the type of mission. Alerts usually require 2, up to 3 if it's a high level alert, like if a treasure ship is found or something like that. I'll show you the mechanics of the spy mission, but...
I see the shadows of your mind.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll show you how the mechanics of a spy mission goes. For this tutorial one, we only have to have 1 console, as you can see just below the minimap.
This data vault is equipped with a variety of security measures. How you defeat those measures is up to you.
Now, spy missions are usually like little mini games. There's a little puzzle area that you have to get through before you can get to the actual vault itself. Okay, we're here, so I'll show you what you need. Okay, this is the mini game for the Grenier spy missions. You just have to mash your, well, spacebar for PC, and mash these 3 up, and that unlocks the door. Okay, for this Earth spy mission, you see there's a laser wall. If you walk through that, the laser will trip and you'll have to rush the data point. So just time it. There we go. And let's go through. There's no wall here. Okay, so we can't really get through the main door, so we have to look for an alternative way in. First we can go through the electric, well, floor here. I guess you can wall hop along to be safe, or we can go here. Let's go here for now. Jump across. Enemy, take care of them. And as you can see on the mini-map, there are 2 data points we have to hack. I think we just have to hack this one. The other one might be inside. Yes, it is. Okay, now we're at the vault. We do the same mini puzzle, just match those points up.
Excellent.
And we've got it.
A clean extraction with no alarms. The segment is yours. Head to extraction.
Okay, and that's a spy mission done. Well, it's usually not this easy. You usually have to hack 2, I believe, for alerts. At least. And it has to be successful. And again, if you're rushing to the exit, you don't have to fight anyone unless you want to. Right. What I did there was a glide. If you jump in the air and hold down your aim button, you glide a bit. Slow motion style. That helps you aim, or you can control your flying like this. To slow descent.
Mission
And
complete.
that's about it for a spy mission. And it seems we get a few mods. Maybe we'll get our mod functionality restored. Well, we got a comm segment, so we'll see. Okay, let's see. Okay, this message shows up sometimes. Don't be afraid, it's just an alternative loading screen, I guess.
Orbiter Void Cloak engaging. Welcome back, Operator. The Operator has recovered a segment.
Install it now.
Ordis patiently awaits its installation.
Get communications online. I must analyze what Voris Ascaris is doing to your warframe. This technology is beyond the Grenier. It must be Corpus in origin.
Systems engaging.
I suppose this will do.
Ordis is grateful. The Operator is now connected with other Tenno in the system. The Operator may now contact all black market scumbags. Contact arms dealers.
Excellent idea, Ordis. Tenno, We need to make contact with a corpus defector sympathetic to the Tenno cause. They will, of course, require compensation.
You see what Ordis is referring to, Operator?
In this case, compensation will not be credits. It will be freedom. I've updated navigation. You will need to break him out of a Grenier gulag.
Okay, so this is the market. This is where you buy everything used with your platinum. If you have a new account, you start out with 50 platinum. This platinum is untradeable, so you can spend it on whatever you like. I personally would suggest you go to equipment, inventories. As you can see here, you have one open slot for an extra Warframe, and for weapons, which is here, you have 5 extra slots for weapons. If you fill up these slots, you won't be able to get any more weapons or Warframes, so I would suggest you go, for now we'll just get one of each. There we go, and you don't have to buy an extra weapon slot if you don't want to, but I would suggest getting maybe either one Warframe slot, 2 weapon slots. Well, each slot here will give you 2 extra slots. So as you can see, we had 5 before, now we have 7. But you can go to 2 Warframe slots and no weapon slots if you're fine with just 5 spaces. Or you can see if there's anything you want to buy in the market, like there's cosmetics for Warframes. Let me show you here. You go under Warframes, Warframe accessories, and you can see they cost exactly, well, most sign donors cost exactly 50. They're basically back items, cosmetics. You can also buy skins. Let's check out the Vault skin since we have a Vault right now. Like, you can get a Vault Immortal skin. It looks a bit different from his regular skin. You can get a Syandana. You can also check out, I believe, well, the animation sets you shouldn't really look at it unless you really like an animation of a certain Warframe. Let's see, there are... Okay, well, they are bobbleheads if you're into those. They're like mini decorations for the inside of your ship. And we'll get to crew bros and sentinels later on. Color palettes, okay, you can't buy any color palettes with your starter plat because they cost 75 each, but you do get free color palettes, well, almost free from events. Like, I started playing from January of this year, so I got to get a Valentine's Day pack for 1 credit. There was also a, I believe, Easter and St. Paddy's Day pack, also for 1 credit each. They are sold during those events, and you can pick them up for 1 credit and keep them forever. So as long as you pick them up, you have those color palettes. What else can you buy? Okay, I would suggest if you have enough credits, that's the main gaming currency. I should explain that platinum is more like your premium currency. Like if you played a mobile game, usually that currency will be like gems, ruins, whatever else premium currency there is. Basically you either pay money for it or you trade to get it. Credits, however, is earned in-game from all missions. If you want certain Warframes, I would suggest you go to the Market Equipment Keys and Drones section. There are 3 missions that you're required to get 3 specific Warframes. Hidden Messages gets you the Mirage Warframe. Patient Zero will eventually get you the Mesa Warframe, but it is a pain to farm. And the Limbo Theorem will get you the Limbo Warframe. And yeah, that's about it for the story Warframes. Now let's check out the Codex section. As you can see, we have the quest section is where all your story missions will show up. Universe is basically your codex of everything you've seen or you've owned. Like for Warframes, we have not touched any other Warframe besides Vault, so you can see Vault has a little bit of EXP there. If you want, you can also click on each Warframe. This will show about every Warframe in-game. It shows their abilities, their 1, 2, 3, 4. It shows their stats, their health, shield, armor, and power. And sometimes a little bit of lore. Like, for instance, I believe Ember Prime has some lore. Yeah, there we go. Wall of text there. You can read that if you want. For weapons, again, it's the same. You can check out what weapons you like. This, I believe the codex section shows every weapon in the game besides unobtainable event weapons. Such as, I don't know, some Wraith weapons, some Vandal weapons won't show up in here unless you personally own them. Like the Valkyraith was pretty recent, so it'll show up right now, but maybe later it'll disappear. You can check out some of the cool weapons like, I don't know, a lot of people use the Cyanoid Simulor. You can see how that looks. You can see its stats on the right as well. Deals magnetic damage, all that stuff. You can check out each weapon in the codex for free, no problems. The enemies, however, you'll have to scan, which we won't get a scanner now, but we'll get into that later. Okay, the companions. I would suggest if you do save up to 100,000, you can choose a companion, either a dog or a sentinel. The dog is called a Krubro, and you'll get that from killing the Jackal boss later on. It is one of the first bosses you can fight, so... Well, let's get to our next mission and see how far we get. Next mission is a rescue mission. You can see the mission type and the mission faction you'll face on top of each mission. The mission we just did was a capture, and there we can see it's a capture. So let's start with this rescue mission. Okay, rescue missions are basically missions where you have to rescue a target within a facility that has been locked up. It is quite similar to spy missions where if you are spotted, it will make your attempts to rescue the hostage a bit more difficult by setting a timer on you. Okay, this mission is set in the Grenier shipyard tileset. This is it. You only see the tileset quite late into the game on the planet Ceres. But yeah, let's see. And again, the secondary we picked is the kunai, which is silent. You can use those to kill enemies without them being alerted, and you can use your melee weapon as well.
Is working, breaking it through. I see the shadows of your mind.
Don't let Vor distract you. Focus on the mission. It's our only hope of figuring out this link with him.
Okay, let's carry on. Oh, excellent. What you saw there was a mod pickup. They look like little discs of, well, something. And as you can see, these kunais do quite a lot of damage on impact if you get a stealth attack. And that enemy was about to be alerted, but we killed him in time.
By the warden, it may be easier to get Darvo out. Bypass the security so we can enter.
Okay, so rescue missions usually start with a large door like this with 2 consoles on each side. Once you enter, you'll have to either kill or avoid the wardens that guard the prison. If you do kill all the wardens, you get a large EXP boost. EXP in this game is called Affinity, which will go towards all your gear, including your Warframe, your primary, secondary, and melee weapon. So let's try this. Okay, see, there's a warden right there. There's a normal enemy there. Another normal enemy there. Let's see, we can go sneakily through the vents, survey some more, or we can just go straight in. I believe only the wardens can set off the alarm, so as long as you kill all the wardens, the other small fry shouldn't matter. So far it looks like there's only one. Hopefully there's only one. Let's try to get a sneak attack on this warden. Hello. Okay, yeah, you see it showed up as kill all wardens above my head just now. That means we're safe to go. So let's take out these traps. And the prisoner is usually inside, well, behind locked doors. Again, inside the facility. Again, the same minigame for Grenier. There's troops there. Let's get him. Let's get this guy as well.
Search these cells for
And now, there's usually a choice between, well, many cells. For now, we only have 2 choices, but later on you might get 3, 4 choices to get a prisoner out. Okay, we got him first try, so no problem.
My entourage to meet us in orbit once we're clear of this mess.
Extraction is ready. Remember, your success here depends on getting Darbo out of there, alive.
Okay, for prisoners, we can give him or her our own secondary weapons. So let's do that. Give him our kunais. Don't worry, as long as you end the mission, you cannot lose any weapons. Well, I should say, even if you fail the mission, you won't lose your weapons. The only way you can lose a weapon is if you craft it into something else or you deliberately sell it.
Now the Ascaris has burrowed deep enough to give me influence. Shall we see how your shields work?
The Ascaris is letting Vor control your shield. We must figure out how to remove it. Avoid taking damage while I try and block him. Escort mission complete. The hostage is safe now.
Okay, we got a
Let's
few
get
new
out of here.
mods. We got our mod segment, so we can finally show you guys how to do modding for your weapons and your Warframe.
I see the operator can enable the mod segment now. Ordis will be delighted to show you how to upgrade your arsenal. May I recommend fire? Operator, I've linked the mod segment to your arsenal now. No need to thank me.
Upgrade your Warframe now.
Go to the arsenal to see the weapon upgrade options you have.
Okay. Now, this is your arsenal.
Well
You'll
put
be
together,
in
Operator.
this.
Now get out there and
Cut down the...
make the Lotus proud.
You can access this from this
Ordis
panel
patiently
here, or you can
awaits
go to your
compliance in
menu.
using the new arsenal features. It is for the operator's own good.
As I was saying, you can access it here, or you can go to your menu, equipment, arsenal, and you'll be in the exact same place.
Ordis
Okay.
patiently awaits compliance in using the new arsenal features. It is for the operator's own good.
Okay, always. Okay, so to equip some mods, you don't actually click equip here. Equip here means equip a different Warframe or weapon. So this is how, if you have more than one weapon, you choose between them,
Ordis
like
patiently
so.
awaits compliance in using the new arsenal features. It is for the operator's own good. An excellent find, operator. There are hundreds of these mods to locate. If my calculations are correct, there are exactly a lot of possibilities. Install the mod before we can continue.
Thanks for helping me out back there. I'm in your debt, and I often pay my debts. I recognize that device. It's a parasitic restraint. We Corpus use something similar to keep our robotics in line. So, to settle my debt, I give you a very expensive blueprint. For free. Because I like you. And well, a lot of my customers don't live long with these grenade dogs chewing up the system. Here, use your foundry to build a countermeasure device from this blueprint. Good luck.
Vors Ascaris is burrowing into your warframe. I'm worried it will affect your mind. I can't lose you, Tenno. We must restore the ship's foundry immediately. A nearby ore extraction colony will have the foundry technology you need. I am certain they will share it with you. Its location has been added to your navigation console.
Okay, let's get to actually modding now. So in your arsenal you go to upgrade. This is the same for your weapons and your warframe. And here's your mods. As you can see, we have a capacity, which is indicated by on the top right of each mod. Say for instance we put in a continuity, that'll take up 2 capacity. But you see you have slots on your warframe that have certain symbols with the exact same marker. If you put them in the exact same marker, you can see it costs half, basically. It gets rounded, I believe, up. So if you have, say, a 11 cost mod, put it in a slot that halves it, you'll get 6 instead of 5. And say we put it in a affinity slot with a different symbol, well, it actually increases in cost, so we don't want that. If we go to actions here, we can see we can get an Oricon reactor that doubles your mod capacity. Your mod capacity depends on your warframe and weapons level, so at level 30, which is the highest level for anything in the game, except enemies of course. If you get this Oricon reactor, it doubles your capacity to 60. For melee weapons, you can increase it up to I believe max of 70, because melee weapons get their own stance slot, which increases if you fully rank up the stance, it gives it an extra 10 capacity as well. Now the same goes for rifles, but there is no extra slots above, so you get a maximum of 60 and that's it. Well, let's equip our mods for now. We only get a damage mod for assault rifle. For secondaries we get a Hornet Strike. Ooh. Melee weapon we get pressure point, increased melee damage, and increased crit damage, which we cannot equip because, as you can see, we only have 1 slot left. And for our warframe, let's equip. We have 4, so let's give ourselves extra damage for now, and let's give ourselves extra shield, health for now. Yeah. As you can see the stats that increase on the left as soon as you equip a mod. For instance, we gave ourselves plus 30% extra health, there it shows on the left. And we gave ourselves 3% extra power strength, and it should show up there as well. For this section here in the arsenal, you can also go to appearance, and you can dye your warframe any color you want. Any color packs you bought, including the seasonal ones that you can get for 1 credit, as I told you before, will also show up here. You can dye your warframe any color you want. We won't do that for now. You can also set a stance. For instance, each warframe comes with 2 stances, an agile and a noble stance, and also a default no stance. Let's just go with a no stance for now. Here you can equip any cosmetics. For instance, if you see a Steam icon next to a helmet or a skin, that means it's a Tenogen skin, which you can only buy through Steam. They do look pretty cool, but you'll have to spend real money instead of platinum. Or I guess platinum you do also spend real money, but you can also trade for it. Usually the platinum helmets, you can actually get alerts for them. I'll show you the alerts when we actually get to that section. And for skins, your skins will also show up here. Regalia is where you equip your badges and the lot. For instance, it'll show up on your shoulders for badges. If you get into syndicates, which we'll also explain later, this is where you equip the sigils, yes. They're also basically cosmetics for your Warframe. You can equip one on the back and one on the front if you so want. These two only cost 1 credit each, so let's buy them. There we go, and we won't actually equip them, but we've got them at least. And your attachment section is where you equip any special armor pieces or back pieces you've got. Like, I showed you how to get Syandanas in the market before. You can also get armor pieces like that. For instance, you can get a chest piece, or usually they come in packs, so you can buy the pack, the bundle, and you should get all the pieces that are required. And also you can check out back pieces. Again, there's Tenogen items in here as well, like this one. You can get regular ones like this one, this one. My personal favorite is the Pyra, which I quite like, but that's you guys can look through all of them and see which ones you like and choose those. Again, you can have specific dyes for each one. You don't have to, say, stick with a certain color. It's the same as your Warframe. You can dye differently, for instance. And again, the same is true for your weapons. You can also dye your weapons. The weapons also get skins, like say, Upper Ton gets this skin and this skin. And you can also dye them. You can dye each different aspect, like the gunmetal, the hilt, etc. The same for your secondary and your melee weapon. Again, this is a Tenogen, so we won't be getting that. And you can dye almost every part of the weapon. Okay, so that's where we'll end the episode for today, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.